Welcome to One on One on God 101. Our guest today is the one and only Adrian, third person evicted
Hey,
from Brother
I
27.
know, so disappointing, honestly. Third person, I planned to make it to the end, but I guess here I am.
You were too good at games. We'll get into that in a
Yeah.
moment. But first, God.
Okay.
Um, I believe what the Bible tells us, which is got to put God in first place. What is your relationship like with God?
My relationship with God is one that I guess isn't as strong as I would like it to be. I will be honest, really. I love honesty, and it's one that I grew up Catholic, and I used to go to church, I used to pray. But as I got older, I went to public school, and my family wasn't as religious. We didn't go to church as anymore. But like my relationship to God, I will admit it was not like it wasn't bad, but it wasn't like all there. Like it wasn't like I wasn't giving it all to God. Because the only time I really prayed was really for my family. I didn't really pray for myself. I know in the game, Mickey asked if I prayed and if she would want to pray together for the game or like for like my chances, but I only really prayed for, I guess, other people because I know my family believes in God, but I didn't know if I believed in God or not, but I like to think I do, but I don't know. I do love God. It's just I think what usually drove me away was people pushing the concept, like forcing me to um, think one way or another, and it kind of drove me away. But I mean, I do love God, and I do talk to him every now and then, pretty. But I don't like to like I guess make it very known, simply because I guess I don't know. I don't like people forcing me to like think a certain way, if that makes sense.
It does. And not only does it make sense, but I believe everyone should have their own personal relationship with him. And everyone's relationship with him should look different from everyone else's. So people pushing their way is not right.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's why I love God. I'm like, it's usually like I guess, like for me, it was like churches. I guess it's like each church is different. They have their own way. But like I said, I also have a friend that also told me that it's not about like what church you go to. Like it's about your personal relationship with God, and I like to believe that I have that. Um, I guess I just don't make it as public as often. I guess I like to hold, I guess that close to me. If that makes sense.
Yes. So did you pray in the house?
Um, in my head, but not like a full prayer. I was a little bit worried though towards the end. I know I really considered praying with Mickey um, before went to the blockbuster, but I guess I didn't have time to try to prepare for votes. They were going to go my way, but
All right, let's talk about the votes. Let's talk about the game. At this point, do you know the four people who voted to keep you and voted to evict Will?
I do know now. I do know it's Catherine, Riley, Keanu, and Kelly.
What do you make of those four votes?
Uh, I love it. I love every one of those people that gave me their votes. I just wish I was in there to fight with them, fight for them. Um, Zach and Vince, I don't blame them for trying to save their game. Um, but I will call Zach a chicken when he comes out. Every time we play chess, I was be "Quack, quack, quack," because I was always trying to bait him to take like my pawn or whatever. Because in chess, I don't like to play with pawns. I like to play with my queen. Kind of similar to the game. I don't like to deal with the pawn thing. I want to put huge targets up if I have ever had the chance, but I guess I won't at the moment. But who knows in the future?
Did any of the, well, you talked about Zach and Vince, you understanding. Did you expect anyone else to vote for you to stay?
No. Ava, I was hoping, but I knew she wouldn't. I knew she was just too close to Will. She didn't want to go against the majority of the House. And one, I was also a competitor that she couldn't beat, or she believed that she couldn't beat. So I knew I wasn't going to get Ava's vote if I was against Will. The ones I guess I was a little surprised was Zach. I thought he would give me his vote, thinking maybe I had it. I knew part of me wanted to tell them, hey, vote for Will, don't sacrifice your game for me, but that wouldn't be a smart move. I had to fight for my life. I was here for a reason. I wasn't going to just like take the loss. I mean, I could have had the tie if Vince and Zach voted with me, but who knows what Lauren had done, because she didn't have my back the whole week. So
Well, you were a replacement nom, so there's that. Her target, as you know, was Keanu. And Vince definitely struggled in the diary room on live TV. He was hesitating. It looked like he was waffling. And then ultimately, he did vote to evict you. So there is that. Um, you talked about how you went on Big Brother hoping to win for your family.
yeah,
Can you talk to me about that?
yeah. That's one of the reasons why I trained so hard is, like I grew up with my family, a very loving family. They loved me. They took care of me, and it's we're not like in a bad position, but I know my mom has a couple of bills that need to be paid off, and she's working extremely hard, and it's hard for her to pay off those bills, especially trying to take care of my grandpa that's going through chemo, and now my auntie's also going through chemo as well. And it's like I would like to help my family financially if I could. That's why it was so hard for me when I lost the blockbuster, because I knew I was going home, and it just felt that I lost this huge opportunity for them. I told them that I was going to win. I planned on it. And it was hard. It was hard because this was like my one shot, and I guess it felt that I let it slip out of my hands because I had so much game to give, Julie. I had so much game. It's just none of the competitions I played I could really prepare for. Like In the Dark was kind of a shot in the dark. I could have done the memory one maybe, but that one's like really hard. Like Lauren said, she probably wouldn't have had um, that win. So she just kind of guessed that last second. But now I kind of wish Mickey would have won because I believe she would have kept me safe, even though she would have took a shot at some of my allies. But
Who were your allies? The four that voted to keep you?
yes, and I believe Zach and Vince were too, but it was hard to say because I was trying to really pull Zach on my side. I know he would have wanted me in the game because one, I was a shield for him, and he knows that I wouldn't put him up. I showed him nothing but loyalty, so I knew that if I was still in the game, he would still want me on his side. But when it came to saving his game, he had to vote the other way. But I'm definitely going to call him. Like I said, I'm gonna call him a chicken when he gets out for sure. But yeah, Kelly, I'm rooting for Kelly. Or rooting for.
Ah, okay. Why did you question Keanu? Why were you surprised that Keanu was one of the people who voted for you to stay?
Uh, simply because of the series of unfortunate events. One, he lied to me, right? He lied to me if he had the power. He's told me straight up he didn't, but he's trying to figure out who. I remember that we're on the stairs. And then at the same time, he threw Lauren and Will under the bus week one, saying Lauren was supposed to vote to keep Zay, and Will was too, but he didn't. I believe Will did, and I knew Lauren was going to vote to keep Amy. So why is him throwing other people's name out there and him on top of him lying? I couldn't trust him. And moving into week two, when I was in the hot seat, I had to think of a situation why people should keep me. And the thing was, Keanu was everyone's target. So I told everyone, I'm going to target Keanu. And I had a good reason because I hate liars. They knew I hate liars. And Keanu lied to me. And Keanu lied to them. So I knew that moving into it, I appreciate and I absolutely love that he voted for me. And that's why I'm also rooting for him now for sure. But in the house, I guess the series of unfortunate events caused us to be on opposite sides. And it's unfortunate because I really do like that Keanu could save himself when he needed to.
You prepared for the challenges to enter the Big Brother house. You even built a wall. You had your brother throwing water on you. But Did anything prepare you for the social aspect of the game? Was that something that you found more difficult to navigate?
A little bit. I think the problem, I made a few mistakes, I would say. The first one was simply put, I specifically didn't try to socialize as hard with the people that I potentially would have put up. And then at the same time, the hard part was when you're on the block, especially week 2 and week 3, it's hard to socialize because in your head, you're just trying to survive. How do you gather votes? What competition's coming next? What strategies can I remember for this competition? So you're more worried about survival while everyone else, they're laughing, they're staying up all night. You can't stay up. I got to get my sleep. I got to get prepared, right? Everyone stays up, they socialize, they strategize. I can't do that. I have to prepare for I have to fight for my life. So, especially moving into week 2, it was hard to socialize because I was fighting so hard and everyone else could relax. So that would be the hard part, was try to socialize a little more, but it was just hard being on the block and socialize at the same time. But I probably would have tried a little bit harder, like the first week, to make more connections with the opposite side.
Okay. Any other regrets?
Not winning that first HOH. I convinced myself to not win it, but I should have.
Wait, you came very close because
Well,
and
I didn't want to look like I threw it, because I remember coming in third place is good to show that you're strong enough to win, but not too strong of a threat. And I learned that from season winner Derek, season 16. But the thing is, I didn't expect Ashley and Jimmy to be so bad that it made me look good. I was like, fudge. I immediately looked at the numbers. I was like, oh, this is a simple physics problem. I know exactly where the numbers need to go. I just didn't expect to get them so quick. I was like, oh, I guess. And then everyone's like, oh my gosh, he's still there. And then when Vince started to pull it through, I don't know if they showed it, but I was kind of just waiting, like, okay, like waiting for his 10 seconds to go while I'm like kind of holding my balance beams here. And I'm like, so I kind of wish I did win it, because it would have set the tone. And I think I would have been in different alliances if I had won. But
well,
that's
you know, what's funny is because it appeared that you were so close to winning and then so close to winning another competition right after that, Morgan and some others had you clocked at being too good to keep in the house.
I know. I knew I put a target on my back. So I was like, when it came to the veto, I was like, I have to throw it or completely win it. And at that point, I was too far in to throw it, so I had to win it. Yeah, I knew people were going to see me as a target. I didn't expect to come second place so many times. I was trying to save you that first comp, Julie. Zach just beat me to it. What can I say?
You don't curse. I thought that might have been a religious upbringing. I love that you're young and you don't curse. How did your mom pull that off?
I don't know. I just found it always harsh. We never grew up in a cussing like family. My siblings, I'm pretty sure they cuss just every now and then, but for me, it was never necessary. I like to keep it like family friendly. You never know when the kid's around, and I feel like it's too harsh. Like I grew up in a loving family. I don't want to be say anything mean to someone, and curse words could be used to hurt someone, so I don't want to do that.
You said your brother was probably clowning on you for getting evicted. Have you talked to him yet?
No, I have not. I'm probably going to see him today, and he's probably going to be like, "Oh, you loser," because he knows how hard I trained for it. But yeah, me and my brother, we watch the show. I'm always telling him like the strategies. Like I'm the one going into depth, and he's like, "Bro, I'm just trying to watch the show." I'm like, "Bro, I'm trying to win it." So yeah, he's probably dogging on me for I guess losing. So
So you're young, you have your whole life ahead of you. Do you know what's next for you?
I do not, because I don't know, Julie. I mean, I know I'm fresh out of the gate, but I mean, I'm ready to go back in. Like I'm like, I'm telling you, like Big Brother was everything. Like I said, I trained for it. It's the one show I only pretty much watch. I trained for it. I love it. Big Brother always has my heart, and I'm like, I don't know how or if it's even possible, because I'm only the third nominee out. Everyone still has so much game, so much personality. I just hope that one day I have another chance to win Big Brother. But I mean, time will tell. I mean,
Yeah.
I think if Kelly wins, I would love for Kelly to win, but I would love to do Amazing Race with her. I think that's pretty cool. I think we could kill it.
I would definitely watch that.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's a dark horse in this race. She's
yeah.
and finally, I hope maybe you can get to be a spokesperson for some bread company, maybe your love of bread.
Probably. I know. I didn't expect that to be such a big thing. This bread. I mean, how can I? It was just so fun. Like it was like it was a toy. I mean, there's only chess and pool, and I saw this bread day one, and I'm like, hey, look, it's fun to play around. The house was literally throwing this thing around the other day because we were playing a game in the living room. So this, if I ever go back, I'm bringing this with me. Just
So
letting you know.
that
Huh?
so that's a squishy, that's fake bread.
Yeah, it's fake bread. I couldn't have real bread. I mean, I don't know, I can't go into detail, but I couldn't have real food. Obviously, bring around it would spoil, but I'm like, this fake bread, I just brought it around. I tucked it in, and I don't know if anyone knows that, but I tucked it in, and it slept by me in bed. So yeah, I didn't expect this to really become a thing. I just thought it was fun.
I think it should be trending now on Twitter, maybe. We'll see.
Maybe, maybe.
Adrian, you're a great kid. Godspeed to you.
Godspeed.
I'll see you finale night.
Okay, I'll see you finale night.
Thank you. All right.